Hello everyone, it's the Crafty Home here, and I'm sorry the lighting is so poor. I was going to try to film this earlier when there was good lighting, and of course my battery died, so I gotta get this filmed. But anyway, this is obviously not the way you normally see me on YouTube. This is my first in a series of 5 days of knitting lessons. So you'll be seeing a lot of my hands and yarn and knitting needles. And so I'm very excited to share this with you. This is one of my passions, and we're going to start with casting on because that's what you need to do first. So you're going to need to get yourself some yarn. I recommend a yarn that feels soft in your hands, that you're going to enjoy working with. This is Cascade 220 that you'd buy at a yarn store, and it's actually probably one of the cheaper workhorse type yarns. It's a worsted weight. Which it will say on the thing. Worsted weight or DK weight is what you want to do this. You could use something thicker, but anyway. And wool yarn is nice because it has some stretch and some give. Wool or acrylic. You don't want to try to start with cotton. Cotton has no stretch to it, and so it's very difficult to start with. So we are going to be using wool. So, like I said, you want to get worsted weight and then your needle size that you want. Now, these are circular needles. As you can see, they join into a circle. They have needles and a cord. These are actually interchangeables. I don't know if you can see, but right here there's a join. And interchangeables are where the cable is, and then there's a needle tip, so I can change the size of the needle, which is very, very handy. This set is from knitpicks.com, which if you read my blog, I'm going to talk about it there, which is one of my favorite sites for inexpensive things. But anyway, you want to start with like size 8, 9 needles. I believe these are 8s. I didn't check. I just kind of went by feel and went, yep, those are right. So anyway, and you want, I would suggest getting wooden needles. I think they feel the best for when you start. I try to teach myself with aluminum to start, which is what a lot of people use, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. You want to make this as pleasant as possible. And like I said, I'm seeing this from above, and the shadows are horrible. I'm sorry. The rest of the videos I will shoot tomorrow when there's better light. Alright, so what you need to do first is you're going to take your yarn, and here's the end, and you're just going to do a simple slip knot. So you just take it around your finger, and then pull this loop, the end of the yarn, into a loop through and pull that tight. And that's a slip knot because you can slip it. See, you can make it bigger or smaller. Okay? Now there are lots, so I'm going to show you that again. Slip knot, go around your finger, pull this through in a loop, and then just tighten, pull those two together. Okay? Now, there's lots of different ways to cast on. They pretty much all start with this, and there's so many ways. Now, this is a really simple way that I like to show people how to start. And I'll go more into the different types of knitting too. I knit continental, so I'll tell you about that in tomorrow's video. But for now, this is just a cast on. So what you're going to do, you've got that there. You just stick your needle from front, see the front on this side, to the back. See how I did that? I just stuck it through at the bottom, front to back. You're going to make sure you don't grab the tail end of your yarn, grab the working end, wrap it. What do I got here? Tail is kind of caught up. It's hard to do it while looking at a camera. So there you're going to wrap that around. I wrapped it from my, I have to think, my left side to my right side. Wrap it around and then just pull that loop through. So I just looped the yarn around. Like I said, hard to do. Looped the yarn around and then I pulled it through. Okay, so now that I've got that one, I'm just going to slip that onto this needle, and now I've cast on 1 stitch. Well, 2 stitches actually, because my slip knot is a stitch. So then you're going to do that again. You're going to go through the loop, go around, slip it through, and put it back on. I believe, let me think. I may have just twisted that. No, that's okay. So when you go through, we're going from the front to the back, this side, not, well, you couldn't go to the front to the back this way, could you? Nope. So you had to go this way. Front to the back, loop the yarn around, and loop it through. And then you just put it on your needle. Simple. You can kind of tighten it up. Don't get it too tight though, because then when you go to knit that first row in our next lesson, it's going to be really hard. So you don't want to do this too tight, but not too loose either. You'll get better, don't worry. So now go front to the back, put your yarn around, and see how I'm kind of holding it onto the needle with this finger? That's just how I do it. You kind of find your own groove. See, and look what I did there. Okay, if your yarn splits, look how I picked up part of a different part of the yarn and now I can't pull. So just pull it out and try again. Some yarn separates. Look here, let me show you what this is doing. If you can see it. It's kind of got like different plies to it. See, there's like a bunch of different strands there, 3 or so. So those can sometimes separate and you can kind of get your needle stuck in the wrong spot. So just make sure you're doing it right. And then through, pull it through, and put it on. Now do this until, let's say, you have 20 stitches. And then if you want to pull them out and try them again, you go right ahead. Just do this until you're comfortable with it. So you're like that. And actually, now that I'm doing it, I think you want to scoop it up that way when you put it on there. I don't know that it makes that big of a difference. Actually, this is not the cast on I normally use. It's just the easiest to teach with. And I can show you, I'm thinking in my last video I may show some different cast ons and different techniques that I use. But so there you go. That's how you cast on your stitches. And you can see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do want to say if you need any help whatsoever, just let me know. You can contact me either via my blog, thecraftyhome.net, or you can leave a comment on this video on YouTube and I will do my best to get back to you and to help you through any problems that you have. I'm here to help. I want you to learn how to knit and to enjoy it. So until our next lesson, bye!